everybody. Giving everybody time to log in. And I have it turned face down already so that it will be the correct direction. And I have it turned face down. And today was a busy day, so I know what stamp set I want to use. I just don't have the card picked out, or I've got kind of an idea, but I don't really have it in my head just yet. So I am still shopping, if you will. So let me grab some cardstock while I'm waiting for some friends to join. Let me grab Melon, Mambo, and Basic White. So hold on one second. Okay, set that over to the side. I will go ahead and cut the paper while we're waiting for people and friends to join us. And I can chitter chatter. The basic card base is, I always do mine 5.5 by 8.5. Lay that to the side, and then I score it at 4 1/4. That's the cutting blade, so leave it up the top, and then just score it at 4 1/4. So I'll lay that there, and I know that I want the front to be covered mostly with our basic white, so I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cut our basic white at 5 1/4. And 4. And then I'm going to cut this piece also at 4, and it will go on the inside. So there we have those two pieces ready. All right. Just fold this one in half on our scored line. You can see that I've been working on the Christmas project for our Christmas in August. I know that people tend to do Christmas in July, but because of the migraines I've been having, we bumped it to August. So let me give you a little sneak peek of those while we're waiting for friends to join us. Here's one little card. It's a bag card. So I will have the email ready tonight to send out. And then the inside, you pull that up. And you can also stick a gift card in there if you would like. Here's a very pretty one as well. It's using some designer series paper that you stamp on. Very simple little card. Same ribbon on both of those cards. Same stamp set on all the cards. It's a bundle. And this one uses the punch. Same little stamp set. Same designer series paper pack. This one uses soft succulent and the evening evergreen. And I use the punch on the inside to decorate that one. So there's that one. If you order the bundle for $40.50 and then add either, if you don't have the real red ink or the evening evergreen ink, add those to your bundle. There's the stamp set. Let me find the punch. That's $40.50. Then you could add whatever ink that you don't have to complete your project, or a pack of paper if you wanted to. Get it up to $50, and then you could get one of the celebration items out of the celebration catalog, which is going on now August 3rd through September 30th. All kinds of little cute things. Bedazzling 6x6 specialty paper. There's lots of penguins paper in that one. It coordinates with the Penguin Place bundle in the July through December mini catalog. If you don't have a catalog yet, let me know. I've got a bunch of them. I can drop them off, or I can drop them in the mail. You can also have a choice of this Feels Like Home stamp set if you place an order of $50. Here's beautifully pinned paper that's black and white that coordinates very well with the hand pinned petals bundle. Here is some reindeer paper that coordinates very well with the Peaceful Deer bundle. Here's some sheep, a stamp set, some dies. Of course, if you wanted the stamp set and the dies, then you need to place an order of $100 to get both. Textures and Frames is a $50 order. This Summer Shadows dies is free with a $100 purchase. It coordinates with Shaded Summer stamp set. Delicate Dahlias, I think I said that right, is free with a $100 purchase. Hi, whoever's joining me. And the hostess reward, if you have a party or if you place an order that is, hold on, Brenda has to think. Place a party or a personal order over $300, then you can get the exclusive In Your Words stamp set for free, which is this one. Or if you want to join our team during celebration, you get the starter kit is $99. You get $125 worth of product for $99. And you also get to pick one of these bundles as an extra add-on. And it's got them listed out right here. And it tells you which page they are on in the annual catalog. So there's the celebration catalog, really quick and fast. All right, back to card making, and I'll get this emailed out this evening. Whoops, and I've got an avalanche over here. Let me move this punch. Okay, So here's our card base. Let me lay that to the side. One of those to the side. Let me get our Stamparatus. We line this up. Let's see where we want our first stamp. We're going to play. I haven't done this yet with the Stamparatus. Let's see. That, thanks, is about 3 lines. Let's use that to hold that Whisper White cardstock in place. Let me see how many we can get down. 1, 2, I can't count. Hang on. So there's 1. There would be 2, 3, 4. So we can get 4 down it. So let me move this up just a little bit. So that we can kind of center. There we go. Ha! So now, since we're using Melon Mambo, we definitely want to keep that. So let's use those 4 inks. We're going to use Highland Heather, Melon Mambo, Gorgeous Grape, and Polished Pink. And I'll show you how to use the Stamparatus on those. And if it don't work, we have more Whisper White. I mean Basic White. So, here we go. Our Stampin' Chamois is wet. So let's ink up. Let me slide this paper to the side or to the top of the desk, however you want to say it. So that's still in place, held in place by the magnet. Open our Highland Heather, stamp that. Okay, grab the Stampin' Chamois, clean that off. We're going to lift this out of the Stamparatus and move it down 1 hinge. Let me dry that a little bit with my hand. This is Melon Mambo. Get some ink on that. Woohoo! That's dark. That's cleaned off. Let me grab, and I want to use my hand. Let's use a Kleenex and dab that off. Now, move it down 1 more hinge. Gorgeous Grape ink it up. Kind of looks like it's got spots in it. I'm going to put some more ink on there. Cool. That's pretty dark. Close up the gorgeous grape. Now dab that off. Polished pink. Ooh, forgot to move it down a hinge. And I could have centered it a little bit better, but it's gonna work. I think that'll be okay. I think my chamois might be a little too wet. Okay, and now let's pull out the script thanks. I'm gonna use the other, I'll pull that one off. That one says friend, thanks is over here. Let me get the other magnet. Put it right there, and then slide that. Let's put thanks in script right there. Put the plate on. Let's see if we can hold it in place. And let's use Memento so that it can be seen on the darker inks. Cool. And then again, lift it up and scoot it down one. Re-ink. and down. Oh, I already moved it. Now I can just stamp. Now up and down and move the magnet. Hope everybody's doing okay. I know it's Monday. Sounds like it's thundering here a little bit. There we go. Up and down. Yep, that's where it will go. And the thing with the Stamparatus, if you don't feel like you've gotten it dark enough, you can always re-ink your stamp and stamp right back in the same very spot. There we go. And that's done. But since I have a little bit of space down here on this card, and that looks like that's cleaned off pretty good. Let's put that back on its plastic and move this back up here. This has a cute little design right here. I'm going to get one of the little blocks. And I'm going to use, since we're using Melon Mambo for our card base, we'll use Melon Mambo for our design. Leave those magnets there, not close to each other, because they will pop and it's hard to get them apart. All right, let's give this a little bit of character across the bottom here. It's little X's, it looks like. So let's just give it some pizzazz. Twist them around so they're all different directions. Oh, made that a little box. There we go. And that filled up that and pulled it together very nicely. Close up our ink pad. All right, and we are ready to put some stamp and seal on the back of this. You can use, obviously, whatever colors you have in your stash. You can add anything you want to the front of it. You can make it all be purple. You can make it all be pink. You can make it all be greens or yellows or oranges, or there you go. I think that's just lovely. Or you could put the big thanks over here and the little cursive thanks, or you can make the little thanks be different colors of those, just like those. However you want to do it. Can add some bling to it. However, and let's put this piece of basic white on the inside so that when you write your message, I always put an extra little strip on there. I just don't want my cards coming apart. And since we use these little X's, I'm going to put a couple on the inside here too. And I probably should have stamped, I know, before I put it down. But let's put some in every corner since it just kind of looks like a corner stamp to me. There we go. And that pulls the whole card together. And I will grab the stamp case so you can see what other chunky letters in cursive there are on that one as well. It's a fun stamp set. I don't play with it enough. This week I am getting ready for a craft fair. It will be August the 14th, Saturday, from 10 until 4 in Powell. On the road across from the fire station, or on the same road where the fire department is. So come see me. It's called The Biggest Wish. So thanks, birthday, happy, hello, friend. And then you've got them in cursive or script. And then of course the little square X's or plus signs. And so there's 11 stamps in there. So there we go. And then they've started printing that on the back of the paper so that if you don't want to keep them on the cello that it comes in, you can pop them off and put them right in your on the case so they don't slip and slide around inside there. But there's today's card. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. If you're watching the replay or when you watch the replay, let me know. I see somebody's on now. Hi, glad you joined me. There's tonight's card. I used our Stamparatus to be able to drop down and get those all lined up right in a row. There is no way that I could have done that by hand by myself. So thank you, Stampin' Up, for our little Stamparatus. And I used Melon Mambo, Polished Pink, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather as my stamp colors. Not in that order, of course. That's Highland Heather, Melon Mambo, Gorgeous Grape, and Polished Pink is the bottom one. And then our card base is Melon Mambo, and we use basic white for the inside and to stamp on, and then black is our memento. So thanks for joining me tonight, and again I will be jumping on every Monday night. I should set it for 7:30. That gives me a little bit of space between ending work and getting in here. That way I've got time to eat before I run in here. So let's say 7:30 Monday nights, Facebook Live, and let's just craft together. And I will get the email out about our celebration that's going on, the craft fair that's coming up this weekend. I will have the majority of my retired product on the tables under my tent for sale this weekend. I've got all of my wooden stamp sets already priced. I have pulled out a bunch of my ribbon. I've pulled out a bunch of my designer series paper that is retired. I have little projects made I will have my retired Big Shot, and the plates, of course, they're used, but they're well loved. It still works great. I just have Stampin' Up's new cut and emboss machines, and I love them. So I need to let somebody else have some love with my old one. So there we go. I hope to see some friends there. And if you don't have the new catalogs, let me know. I've got them. I will get them to you. Have a great night, and I will see you next Monday. Have a great night. Thank you. Go enjoy, do something fun for yourself tonight or something fun this week, and let me know what you did. Have a good night. Bye-bye.